In the very first Casper movie called The Friendly Ghost, there was this very disturbing scene that got a lot of backlash. Casper was not like the other ghosts that he lived with. They wanted to scare people and he wasn't into that, so he packed his bags and went out to find friends. While he was on his journey to find new people, he ran into a bunch of different animals, and whenever he went up to one to say like, "Hi, wanna be my friend?" they would get scared, they would run away screaming, they would say things like, "Oh no, it's a ghost!" And it really hurt Casper's feelings. No one wanted to come near Casper because they were afraid of him, which made him very, very sad. So this is where the very disturbing part comes in. He sees these train tracks and walks over to them and sits down. He basically hopes that a train will come along to take him out of his misery. And this was such an odd thing to put in the movie, showing Casper's depression, because kids saw Casper as being such a positive, happy spirit, so it was very weird for them to see him this way. Well, while he's waiting for a train to come while he's sitting on the tracks, he realizes, wait, I'm already dead. The train is not going to do anything to me. And this makes him even more upset because he realizes he can't even escape the afterlife. So it's a very dark and sad episode, and I think it was eventually taken off the air entirely because of that. It was a short film about Casper that aired in 1948 called There's Good Booze Tonight. And this movie starts off during midnight when all the ghosts are in the cemetery, and they're basically getting ready to go and scare people, because after midnight they have to go and like find people to like boo in front of. But as you guys know, Casper doesn't want to do that. He wants to make friends. He doesn't want to go and scare people. I feel like every episode has like the same premise, but like before, the animals keep running away from him. Well, there is one animal that seems to actually like him, and that is a small fox cub. Casper and this fox quickly become very close friends, and Casper names him Ferdy. But while they're playing a game of hide and seek together, hunters come and try to get Ferdy. They start chasing him around, eventually capture him, and Ferdy dies. And it's this horrible scene in the movie where Casper is holding this little tiny fox in his arms crying, and Casper's just breaking down because he lost the only friend he was ever able to make because everybody else was so afraid of him. So it's like this super sad scene that disturbed a lot of people. Casper's mourning his death, but then just before the episode ends, Ferdy actually turns into a ghost himself. And so they were reunited in the afterlife. Now they're both ghosts and they're able to be friends forever. So I guess it ends in sort of a good way, but the whole like movie itself was strange.